to submissiveness, you will use words to your men instead of like baby, sweetie, honey. You would call them chief, master, lord. You would
What?
use words. You would
What?
use you
Is
would
that
use
wrong?
Yo,
You need
you
yo,
to.
he just triggered everybody.
So, do you guys agree with husband's dictatorship to women?
There was no.
Go ahead,
I don't know
ladies.
his, I don't know his dictatorship.
No, I'm asking the men. I'm asking
Yeah.
the men. I know I'm
There we
loud.
go.
Oh, the men.
I'm glad you asked the
Environment,
men
but
because
I'm asking the men.
that's what matters. The men, because the
So,
women are going to be
so,
in their feelings.
so,
No, we're just telling you
to
what
say
it is.
that I agree with his dictatorship over women, I understand 100% what he's saying. And what he's saying is pretty much men have to go down with the ship at the end of the day. So if I'm fully responsible for everyone that's on the ship, meaning me, you, the children, the house that we bought, the cars that we drive, everything I'm responsible for. So if I know that that's what it is, I'm gonna need a woman to at least fall in line with my plan, my direction. I'm not gonna follow your direction, which is exactly what I believe has been saying at this point is, if we got to take full responsibility over everything, the woman should, in a way, for the most part, or in husband's part, every way, fall in line with exactly what we're saying and doing for us to get to where we need to go.
He softened that for you guys. He catered to you
I
to
softened it
so
up a
you
little
can
bit.
digest it. But I'm saying it from a space that I'm making it very, very clear so you guys can maybe wake up. I don't think it's you personally, but I think it's something in you that you guys are disrespectful and rebellious to the leadership that men have over you. And you say that you're submissive, but you're not really submissive because when it comes to submissiveness, you will use words to your men instead of like baby, sweetie, honey. You would call them chief, master, lord. You would
What?
use words. You would
What?
use you
Is
would
that
use
wrong?
Yo,
You need
You-
yo,
to.
he just triggered everybody.
What are you
Wait,
doing?
that's
hold
good.
on. I don't
But
want to
you
put
would
you
use
off.
those words because those are words they don't like those words because those are words that show he has authority and headship
No,
over
but
them.
that's not
And they
it.
are
We don't know.
Husband. Let me inform you of something, right? When you deliver certain things in a certain manner, it's condescending. A woman
Yeah.
is not going to be submissive to that. So you have to watch the way you speak because if you don't want her to become defensive and dismissive of your what you say, then you have to mind like your delivery. Like I get what you're saying.
my wife doesn't mind.
Hold on. I get, and that's why she's your wife. And I
Right.
get
That's the only person that matters.
hold on.
Facts.
And I get what you're saying as far as a man should lead. And I understand and I totally get that. But you have to understand a woman's mental. You have to watch what you say because she becomes what you say.
Yeah,
And I just
exactly.
wanted to
And
put that out. Put
that's
that out.
100% too. I don't know if you're thinking that we have a problem with men having the authority, which is not the case at all. I do think that's a role that a man has, which is the authority. But the same way you're saying address him as Lord or Chief or whatever. Do you call your wife Queen?
No.
Whatever. I don't even know any other words. But
No,
Yeah,
she's
but
no
hold on, husband. Hold on, man. Let me just interject. So, in terms of this, right? In terms of when he says master and Lord, I understand that you guys may be triggered, but largely speaking, you don't see women giving men pushback by calling them gods and goddesses, like young Pharaoh calling the black woman a god, right? These are words that denote, right, heavenly beings. When you say goddess, the black woman's a god. Right. I mean, what I'm saying is Lord and calling someone Lord and Master would be no different from identifying a woman as a god and a goddess.
hmm
They're interchangeable.
hmm
And if they feel that it's problematic, largely speaking, then women should be giving men pushback saying, hey, don't call me goddess.
yeah,
Don't call me a god.
I personally don't like that.
Queen.
You don't like to
Queen.
be called a queen or a goddess and all that?
Like, not a goddess. You can tell me
Cool,
you're
mine's a
What about
king.
queen?
but
Good God.
all of
King.
that, God, and you're like, that's not like, let's be realistic. I'm your woman. You admire me. You have me at the top of the pedestal. Cool. But I just
You
feel
just
like
want to be difficult.
no, I just think I just don't really care for that.
I don't think
I'm
so.
not looking for. I don't really. I've never been like that. That's just not my personality. So that's why it's not a trigger. It's just I'm not going around saying, "Oh, God and King this or whatever." So I just felt like it was weird. I wasn't triggered. I felt like it was a little weird for him to say that. Like, oh, you should say, Queen or Chief or Master, whatever he said. But I mean, hey,
My
that's
point
you and
is
your wife, though.
my point was y'all don't like words that put men in authority over you. So if I use an authoritative word, y'all don't like that because y'all are disrespectful to authority.
But how are we
I
being
don't mind.
disrespectful?
Right.
So
I
let
don't
me
mind.
show you
What's
because you
But
want
that,
disrespectful?
how are you
What
but that,
disrespectful to authority? Simple. Because when you still want to go your own way, you don't want to follow a man. When a
what
man
what
comes in,
what way are we going? Where
but
we
that,
going?
so here's what I'm
Cause
saying. The last men, for all the women on the platform, the last men that entered your body, why didn't you subject yourself onto him? Submit to him in every way.
all you single ladies, all you single ladies.
Why didn't you?
I did. So
You said so. So if that man, so I'm glad you said you did. So if that man wanted you to wear, what is it called, a hijab and cover up, would you have done that?
yes,
Okay, that's good. So if he wanted you to be silent, you would have done that.
I did.
Okay. So I'm trying to figure out if you're willing to go to this. Why would a man leave such a godly woman? That doesn't make sense. Men
Because
don't
he
do
has his
that.
own issues. Men have their own issues.
Men don't
Everybody
I
leave
think
God. That okay? So you
you
can
know it's not perfect.
let me be very frank.
you
Y'all
have
can have a
opportunities.
conversation with y'all
Some
girls
people
after
are
the
opportunists.
relationship. Yeah, y'all can have conversations with y'all girls and they can cater to your feelings and emotions, but a lot of times y'all be lying about the relationship. Y'all don't want to submit. And when I started using those words of authority, it rattled y'all because it's like, how is he my, like, again, they're like Guru said, they're interchangeable with king, queen, the words that I use. They're interchangeable. So if you look at king and queen and click down to see all the other similarities, you're gonna see master, you're gonna see chief, you're gonna see lord, you're gonna see kingpin. What all I've looked at the definition. And then another thing is when I told you a man should control the relationship, you also had a problem with. But if you look up Jess, are you able to pull up the definition of control?
I had dropped out because it went out. I missed majority of what you said right when I was asking you to explain
Oh, we still
the
on beat.
disrespectfulness.
We
I'm on
still on
mute.
Yeah,
beat.
Hey, bro.
it's pretty much the same
Yeah,
topic.
we still
Oh,
on
okay, okay,
beat.
okay, okay. Okay.
Hey, bro. Let me ask you a question, bro.
Hmm.
When you asked her that question about would she wear a job for if he asked her to, right?
Hmm.
When she said, yeah, that fucked you up a little bit, didn't
Yeah, it is. but
Wait, what happened?
but
it?
but
What happened?
I
No, we don't
already
know.
know
Doesn't know.
by
Yeah, I
how
heard the
she's
skipper beat.
but also I already know by how
I'm just
she's
speaking
carrying
facts.
herself in this conversation that she lying. She lying.
No,
Wait,
actually, I'm not lying. If you know my personality, you would definitely say that I'm not lying. I'm a realist. I'm gonna tell you what it is, and I'm gonna tell you
You
how
go
I
back
feel.
and forth. You go back and forth with men. Like when most women that like one thing I
But
noticed
I'm gonna be
about
defensive to myself, right? I
mhm,
don't know you. You're not my man, so
mhm.
I don't have to bow down to you, right?
Yeah,
God
But
so
damn.
women that say that
being
typically
no,
my
hold on,
woman would
being raised around boys and being having to be in masculine environments as far as with work and experience and also having personal experience where somebody has taken advantage of me as a child, yes, I am going to be this way. And I am going to defend myself, and I'm not going to allow just anyone to speak to me in any manner. But if it's my man and I'm leading and he's leading me and I need to follow, then I'll do that as a woman. But I'm not Yeah, it's gonna be respect, but I'm not gonna not have a voice.
Jess, do you have that
Right.
definition? I totally understand that definition of
Yeah.
controlling.
The power to influence or direct people's behavior or the course of events.
Okay, so do you disagree with that? Real talk. Do you disagree with a man, the power to influence the direction of the family or the course of events? Do you think a man should do that?
Um. Yes, I do think he should. He should be leading.
So he should
Um.
control.
Wait, you didn't let me finish. Let's relax. Hold on. I do think a man should lead. However, he should be consulting with his wife. Not saying ask her questions for approval, but letting her know what's being done. Letting her know this is what we about to do, this is where we going, this is why, and that's it. That's that's something that I can follow. You letting me know you feeling me in, I'm in the loop of all decisions. I know, and I'm listening to you. Okay, babe, this is it, this is it. I ask some questions, and then we're moving forward. I don't want it to be to where what she was saying. What's her name? Right here.
Who's Charlotte?
Is it Charlotte? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be to where like you have no voice. You just quiet. You know what I mean? I want to know what's going on. I want to be there so I can support. What do I need to do to help fulfill this role and what we're about to do? What you need me to do?
What if he tell you to get in the background and shut the hell up?
That's not gonna happen because my husband will never speak to me in
See,
that
well,
manner.
you won't listen to him then.
Wait, Quint, because again, going back to what Charlotte said, I'm not gonna let anybody talk to me in any type of way, especially you.
Well, what about getting in the back and be quiet, please?
What we're saying is because if that's how you talking to your wife, you don't need to be married. If you telling her to get in the background and shut the hell up, you have no respect.
I don't need marriage advice from you.
Wait. That's a lack of respect on your part as a man. That's what that is. And I could tell
that was your mom saying.
I could tell even getting off topic a little bit. I could tell that you have a lot of disrespectful qualities. I don't know what your upbringing was like or what your relationship with your mother was like, but when you talk a lot of times and you're asking questions, you have a very disrespectful just perspective in general. But back to what husband was saying and Miss Charlotte, yeah. If my husband, I forgot what the question was. Yeah, if my husband is
if he asks you to wear a hijab, that's the hijab one, right? If I'm correct.
To wear a what?
If your husband asks you to wear a hijab, cover up.
Dress more modestly.
Would you do it?
No titty meat.
Definitely. I don't dress loose regardless. But yeah, my last ex, if y'all would have seen, because T don't say nothing, but it was my birthday last year. And there were some nice dresses. It was really church dresses, like business dresses. But like when I seen it, it was 100% modest. I mean, we talking about the dress go past my knees, and I'm a little frame woman, so I was with it though. I wore the dresses. They was nice. Like I'm all about that when it comes.
If you have problems with a dictatorship, go to God, because that's the way, especially if you are a believer. If you're not, then disregard this message. But if you're a believer, go to God with that, because he put us in the position of authority. And when you are authority over someone, you dictate.
I think I will agree to disagree, but I think we have two different perspectives. Because I feel like we're kind of on the same lines of it. But it may be the way you're delivering it is a little bit like, I don't know. But I understand what you're saying. I am a believer and a follower of Christ 100%. But I think we might just be saying it in a different.
If you were a believer, you wouldn't have a problem with what I'm saying. You would be echoing it.
But see, that's what I'm saying though.
And I want to respond too.
Can I interject here real quick? I just think that, like just Justified said, I agree. I think this is a matter of like word semantics. Because I think conceptually, you agree in terms of a man leading, the woman complimenting the man through her feminine characteristics and attributes, and the man complimenting the woman through masculinity, being a protector, providing provision, being competent, capable, etc., etc., etc. So I'm sure you believe aligned conceptually, but I think this term. I guess my question to husband is, apart from the word dictatorship, right? What is it that you think that she would be asked of from her husband that she wouldn't do?
everything. I think that really what it is she wouldn't submit to him in everything. She would just submit to the things that she may want to submit in. So if it's clothing and she's cool with that, she's gonna submit. But if it's something that she disagrees with, she's gonna give this level of pushback.
No, not necessarily. I think that's just your perspective.
But is there
So
is there
now,
something that you
But
won't
but
give your
but to be fair, husband, I got in my note. She did say that I would like him to bring things across to me. He's not necessarily asking for my approval. I just pretty much just wants to know. In other words, she's saying, "Hey, you can be the captain of the ship. Just let me know what's going on."
Yeah, that's manipulation.
Okay.
And it's manipulation because if she would be cool with a dictatorship, if she was honestly submitted onto the man, she's not cool
Nah,
with a
I don't think no.
dictatorship.
No, you're.
hey,
I think, husband, you're trying to put me in a position to contradict what I have said. Like I said, you don't know me from a can of
I'm
paint.
not
I don't know
trying.
you.
You said you
No,
don't want a
no, no. That's
dictatorship.
but you're intentionally trying to bring a point that is irrelevant because we've already. Even Guru has already said that we technically are agreeing on the same thing. That's what I'm saying to you.
No, we're
We
not.
technically are agreeing. However, going back to what Miss Charlotte said, I will not sit there and not have a voice. I'm not gonna be an airhead and not know what's going on. That may be that may be how you run your household. Maybe your wife is used to being silenced, not having a voice, sit down and shut up like Quint said, sit the hell down, go to the back, mind your business. That may be the type of women that you're used to dealing with. That may be the type of wife that you have. But overall, going out into the world, those chances are slim to none to find a woman that's going to do or act like
hey,
that.
hold on.
Morant,
I want to.
go ahead, Quinn.
I want to respond to that personal attack she made. I want to respond to that personal attack.
The
Oh
personal
my
attack.
God.
Yeah.
was
See,
bad.
here's the thing.
Personal attack.
Here's the thing about men. We respect hierarchy. So I was raised by my mother. My mother she was the head of the household in my house. So my mother never heard me curse. She never heard me use profanity. My mother gave me she gave me freedom to talk with her. We talked about everything. So I never disrespected my mother since you said something about my mother. And she's gone
Why are you
to
disrespecting?
she gone away. No, you see, what I do is pretty much most of the other people on this platform know I'm just bullshitting, really, because I have a happy household. It's fun loving with me.
Yeah.
It's fun loving with me. But the thing of it is if you listen to yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you interrupt everyone,
Mm-hmm.
you have a comment on everything, and you overtalk everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So now, if you want to look at the disrespectful side of things,
Mm-hmm.
we got to look in the mirror. When I said get in the back and shut the hell up, I was just using that as an example. I wasn't saying that I would never tell my wife
That's
that, huh?
absurd, though. That's absurd.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It is.
Because if you respect the person that is in the leader seat, he's leading the relationship and would die for you and do everything in the world for you,
Mm-hmm.
you won't have so many questions. You would trust that he's going to lead you the right way. You're not going to question everything. And him being respectful, he's going to let you know what's going on.
Right.
But he don't want to keep taking his damn eye off the prize or getting pulled off the mission, trying to answer questions for you.
Right.
Trust what he's doing. And that's why I said get in the back and shut the hell up.
Nobody said anything about questions.
Let me address real quick, y'all, about what Quint was just saying.
Yeah,
Hold
I
on,
want to
real
say.
quick.
I
I
want
wanted
to
to just address real quick. Sorry, Guru, 1 second. I'm gonna let you get that off. I wanted to address what Quint was saying because it makes perfect sense, right? If I was in a situation with my wife, and I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you the perfect example. One day, this was last Christmas. My wife and I went to, a roller skating thing. They had a whole bunch of family stuff for kids, uptown Charlotte. There was a guide, right? She wasn't paying attention, but like I said, my head is always on a swivel when we're out. a guy now decided he was with his family, but she didn't notice that he was with his family. So he came and stood up in front of us behind his family. So it almost felt like he skipped the line. So my wife tapped on his shoulder and was like, excuse me. So I tapped on my wife's shoulder and was like, don't do that again. Right? And the reason why is because if something were to happen, that falls on me. So that's very similar to get behind me and don't say nothing. Allow me to make the decisions on what's going to happen when it deals with the outside world. So if I'm correct, Quint, that's what you mean. And that's the type of
You're absolutely right.
things that's important to a man.